Hey, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make Weld on collector tab tips, which are these things right here. I'll show you on my computer. I don't know if you can see this that well, but they're basically two little stainless bends with a spring on it, and these hold your collector. If you're welding a collector on your headers, it's these things right there, and then your collector tube from each cylinder would come onto here, and then the spring would hold these in. So if you were to buy these online, they cost anywhere between $10 and $15 depending on where you go, but you can make your own for pretty much like 20 cents, not even. It's just labor time. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that real quick. All you need is an 1/8" stainless rod, which I have right here, and I like to do mine at 3-inch intervals. So 3 inches long. You need 2 of them for a set. So just put that in the vise and tighten it down and cut 2 of them. So after the sander here, we just want to move to the sander and just get rid of the burrs on the end. This is quick. Alright, that's quick. Now I'm going to show you the bending process. So let's move over to the table over here. The bending process is pretty simple. All you need is a vise, something to bend around. I use this punch, and a couple of I use 1/4" sockets with extensions on them for leverage. So I have 2 extensions here and another one here. So basically, just, whatever size socket, the smaller the better. These are 8mm. So you're gonna take your 2 pieces. You're gonna mark out basically half, which is 1.5 inches. I'll do that now. So half is around right here. One and a half there. I'll just use this other one for reference on the other one. All right, once you got that, you put the line in the middle here, and you put the sockets as close to the middle as you can. Then you just bend around that little radius as far as you can go all the way down. And it should be around, I don't know, 70–80%, something like that. Do the same thing with the other one. Like that, round it out. And try to keep the line you just made in the center. So basically you have 2. They're a little lopsided right now, but we're going to trim that later. So here's that. Now you take off the little piece you were bending with. Let me try to get you guys in frame. And then basically you're just going to squish this down in the vise until it's pretty center. So the size of this radius should be all the way around, or all the way to the end. Yeah, it's gonna take a couple tries, just on the vise messing around. There we go. There's one of them. Do the same to the other one. And We're ready to go to the next step. There we go, both of them right there. So next step is to take it to the sander and make sure, see how these legs, one's taller than the other. Focus. So just try to make that even on the sander. Once you have them the same, you gotta get rid of that little burnt edge on the side. That should be a little burr. So what I usually do is just take a piece of Scotch-Brite and get rid of that burr. So you can see this one has a little burr and this one doesn't. So that's all you're trying to do. All right, take you on to the next step. Next step is to mark them 1/2 inch from the round piece. Mark 1/2 inch down. So I'll show you how I do that. I just get a straight edge ruler here. I butt these up next to a something nose square, and just put a small little line just on one of them. It doesn't have to be on both legs. So straight piece. There we go. 1/2 inch. There we go. And you can see I have a little mark there. All right, let's go over to the bender. All I do now is take them to the vise and just make sure they're all straight, just like that. That's a perfect little tab. Do the same thing with the other one. And that one's also perfect, ready to go. All right, let's go shine them up. Clean them, and we're ready to finish them up. I just take a piece of Scotch-Brite and just clean them up pretty good. You can put these on the buffer if you want, but it's really not that serious. They're just little tabs. And once they're on the buffer, take some acetone or some any kind of cleaner you want, and give them a good clean. And these are basically ready to go. All you need now is just figure out the length spring you want and where you're going to weld these on. And you're ready to use them. This is how they work. So you have the collector here. Let's say this is the collector, and this is the tube that comes down that sneaks into the collector. Now this would be a slip fit, of course, like a double slip joint or a single slip joint. So if this is 2 inches, this is 1/7/8, and this slips inside of here. And then you'd weld the other piece just like that, and in between here goes the spring to keep pressure on them so they don't blow off with the exhaust gases. So basically that's the basic idea of them, and you just use a spring.